What's up, people? As you can tell by the title of this video, is your life is like a percentage on a battery, and how do you choose to spend it? As for me, hold on, let me say this. Let me backpedal real quick. So from the time that you're born up until adulthood, your life is 100%. What tends to drain your life? What tends to drain your percentage on the battery is, again, the choices that you make in life. And from the moment that we're born from our parents with no fault of their own, they teach us to grow up. You will actually get raised by them, grow up, get a good education, go to school, get seek a trade, or let's just say, basically go to college to achieve that dream job that you want. And that's what we were taught, from the moment that we were born, And so from the moment that we're born, we don't question what our parents say, because our parents is our parents. Whatever they say to us, and they instill in us is what we believe and what we conform to without questioning. And so, as you get older in life, you listen to what your parents say, right? And so, not knowing anything else, you just do it. And, as you get older, well, actually, let me backpedal again. So you go on with your life, and you go to school, you go to college, you study to get that degree, get that dream job that you quote unquote want. You pretty much do all those things, right? And so as you go along and do as you're told, right? Along the way, you have these particular struggles that you have with obtaining these things, right? To get that dream job. And if you don't achieve it, then it brings you down to a level that you never expected. Because, from what your parents taught you, you thought that life, just inadvertently in your head, you thought that life was supposed to be smooth sailing. You get what you get. As long as you do what you do, you're gonna get what you get. And you have a bit of frustration as to why that these things haven't happened for you, right? And so that's where the question starts to come in, right? In society, as you grow up, tells you that, get married, have the white picket fence, have the wife, or have the husband, if you're a woman, and you go about your married life, and basically you have you work 40, 50 years, go into retirement, and to have a pension to live on. And so you do all those things, out here. Basically, as you grow up again, society tells you that this is what you have. America, this is what tells you that you have to do these things in order to achieve these things. And what I want to say to you guys, right? Take a minute to think long and hard about what America has told you And what if I told you that whatever America tells you, you don't have to do? You can carve on your own path and do what makes you do not the norm of what society tells you. You carve your own path and you do exactly what you want to do to create that path. So many times, let me say for myself. All my life of me growing up, I thought that doing these things would give me happiness. And I can tell you right now that right now in my life as we speak, it hasn't given me any happiness. Because again, I'm conforming to something that isn't necessarily true. And the reason why I know that is because you spend damn near your entire life trying to chase some form of happiness, right? Without creating your own path. And you do it blindly. You do it blindly, not thinking, you know? You do it blindly, not thinking, and, you know, you're just thinking that, okay, well, if I conform, then I'm going to have some type of life. And I'm here to tell you, it's not the way to go. I sit here day in and day out, year in and year out, trying to do the regular thing. And it hasn't got me anywhere. Because when you spend so much time chasing something, trying to catch up to achieve those things, you're going to spend a lifetime doing that. And that's where the percentage of the battery comes in. What you do is you particularly spend 50% of your life on a particular of your battery trying to obtain these things. And when you go into retirement, you literally practically have 50% of your life left. And so once you have that 50% of your life left, you don't know how to utilize it because you spent the entire lifetime trying to do the other thing. And it doesn't help you at all. So, what are you doing here? For me, it's just, it's very frustrating because for the simple fact that everything that was told to me was a lie. And so, I'm not going to do the conventional conforming that society wants me to do because it's not bringing me happiness. And so I'm going to carve out my own path. I'm going to have some hardships, some struggles, some major struggles, but I'm willing to go through that to have a deeper understanding of how life works. I'm not going to sit here and waste my life trying to continue to chase something that I'll never achieve, of what I think that I'll be able to achieve, but I'll never achieve. I'm 43 years old. I'll be 44 in December. I'm not wasting another second of doing what society wants me to do. I'm not doing it. I don't give a damn if it's friends or family deterring me and telling me something different. I'm just not doing it. Because they're trying to have a vision for me through their eyes that's not possible, right? As opposed to me having a vision for myself. And my vision is to do what makes me happy. I'm not, as you see, I'm taking a walk. And I don't have to be at nobody's job, being in the box for 8, 10, 12 hours a day, trying to do something that's not me. It's just faking it. And I refuse to fake it. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to fake it because it hasn't led me anywhere. I'm stressed beyond recognition, right? But what I do have is a sense of calm. It's because I know for a fact it's going to get greater. It's going to get greater in the end, right? It's going to get greater in the end, and I'm going to do what makes me happy. Truly do what makes me happy, right? I'm scared because I don't know, I didn't know anything else better but what I was told, right? So it brings me some form of scarcity and the unknown. But I wanted to walk through that. I wanted to go down that path and experience this. I want to know how it feels to have a conventional life like I had, like I'm going to carve for myself, and not to be afraid of different things. I'm going to do what I want to do on my own terms. What I choose to do is not what someone else tells me to do. Because when you do what someone else tells you to do, it takes away from your identity as a human being, period. And people mindlessly, blindly, every day of their lives, 5 to 7 days a week, doing the same shit. And I'm not doing it. Sorry. That's not what's carved out for me. So I'm going to do what I want, when I want, wherever I want. I don't even give a damn if I have to be homeless doing it, because I have purpose. And my purpose is not to be at somebody's job doing what they want me to do to, quote unquote, make me happy. I'm not doing it. It's going to pay out for me in the end, trust me. Through all my trials and tribulations, it's going to pay off. I can see it now, the future, that it's going to work out for me, right? So I'm taking that step into blind faith. Taking that step into blind faith and knowing that things are going to be all right. And so I encourage you people out here who has the same thought process as me, the same mindset as me, to don't think about it. Just do it, man. Because the moment you think about it, all these problems are going to come to you because you're worried about not having something, right? That's the American way that they want you the way they want you to see it is to be that way, and it's not, right? So again, I don't want to hold you guys too much longer. I appreciate anybody that comes by here, stop by here and check me out, because I'm still brand new to this YouTube world, but I'm going to be all right. So leave your thoughts and comments down in the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply back to you guys quickly as possible. Peace and more love. I'm out.